Welcome to my studio space. Quiet on the set, please. Quiet on the set. No, don't. Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about DIY face masks and beauty treatments that you can do at home. But before we get started, make sure you subscribe. As a beauty editor, I have gotten a million different facials throughout the years. And while they're always nice to get, I wanted to see if I can create a nice at-home facial experience using just things that I have at my house. And so we could really figure out, are DIY facials as good as the real thing? Our DIY facial experience is going to include a facial steam, a hydrating face mask, and a face massage. All right, so we got our pot of boiling water. And I've sprinkled some of this rose heart tea in. I'll do a little more, a couple more petals. Just gonna grab a towel. And it's time to steam. So what you're gonna wanna do is hover your face above the boiling water. Just make sure you have enough distance. And then cover up with a towel, create a tent so the steam can be trapped in. So relaxing. Really good prep step before you do your face masks. Now that we know how to do a DIY face steam, let's call Joanna Vargas, who is a celebrity esthetician, to see if she has any pointers on how we can create a DIY face mask that's really simple to use and make, and that makes her skin look glowy like her A-list clientele. Hello!
Hi!
I know you had some really great recipes in your book, so I picked one out, and it was the hydrating mask. It's half cup of plain yogurt, half an avocado, and a fourth a cup of honey.
Yogurt is a great way of calming the skin down because it's got lactic acid. Honey is great because it contains natural antibacterial properties in it. And avocado is a great skin fixer, skin saver because it's loaded with B vitamins. Mm-hmm. It's also got a lot of omega-3 fatty acids in there, so it holds hydration into the skin.
Are there any really easy face massages that people can do?
You want to see the skin lifting a little bit. And if you do your whole hand, but do hand over hand.
Hand
since
over
your hand's
hand.
Free.
Okay.
Exactly. There you go. Look at you. You're like a natural.
Ooh.
If anybody has any face tools at home, like a roller, those feel really good, but you don't have to have those. So all of those things work really well.
First, what I'm going to do is mix together this hydrating mask, and it requires 1/2 cup of plain yogurt. Get all that creamy goodness. A half cup of, not a half cup, just half an avocado. I'm going to use the other half to make myself some guac after this. Last but not least, a 4th cup of honey. And then we're going to mash it all together. Yum. All right, so I made a lot more face mask than is necessary for my face, so I recruited a volunteer. Take your pick. Which headband? Which headband should he wear? Nice. I guess we can take turns putting it on our faces. Chris here has very dry skin.
It's pretty gloopy.
Oh, this is very cooling. Good?
Good.
Get a nice layer. Chris,
Yeah.
is your face slightly tingling?
Yeah.
Right? It's that lactic acid, y'all. Exfoliating the dead skin cells. How do you feel about it?
Very good.
All right, it's been 15 minutes and I'm going to rinse off the mask using tepid water. I've never been a delicate face washer, and anyone who knows me will attest to that. I tend to get water everywhere. All right, feels like I got everything. Chris, your turn. Make sure you get into the hairline, around your nostrils. Remember when I said I was a messy face washer? Immediate first reactions, post mask.
Feels nice and smooth.
Feel my cheek. Like the petal of a rose, no? Feel this? Petal? Feel my cheek?
The same.
Now we're gonna cap it off with some extra hydration, some face oil, a couple drops. We're gonna press it into our skin like this. Really just press it in there.
What should I do with it?
Press it in. And then I'm gonna do a face massage technique, but for you, I'm gonna give you the Rifa. So you're gonna use this to sculpt your jawline and really work that oil in. Doesn't that feel nice? Meanwhile, Joanna told me to go hand over hand. How does your skin feel?
Good.
Much softer. He usually gets flaky right here, especially this time of year. All gone. So now I'm going to apply one of my favorite store-bought masks, just so we can kind of do a direct comparison between the experience of doing the DIY mask that I just did versus this. This one is Alchemy Forever Cantic Brightening Moisture Mask. The main difference that I'm noticing is an obvious one. It's texture. This face mask is definitely a lot easier to apply to my skin. And now I'm gonna leave it on for 15 to 20 minutes. Let it do its thing, and we'll do a comparison, see how the skin feels afterward. All right, immediate thoughts. There's definitely some more tingling going on with this mask. And my skin, which tends to react pretty easily, is a little bit pink. I'm actually surprised because this is one of my favorite masks, and I think I prefer the DIY. So, are DIY facials as good as the real thing? I say heck yes, which is surprising because I've never been much of a DIY person, but after this experiment, I might have to reconsider. My skin felt so soft after the mask, and you really can't argue with the cost. I mean, when all was said and done, it cost me $1.19 for the yogurt because I already had avocados and honey in my pantry. And what in your beauty routine costs $1.19? I did not mean to rhyme. And the next time you want to do a DIY facial, remember, hand over hand.